Hello yogis and welcome to my channel. My name is Ksenia and today I will guide you through the really quick Vinyasa style yoga practice. It's good practice to do in the evening or in the morning, up to you. If you want to prolong the stretching part, I would advise to combine this with any yin yoga class on my channel. Some recommendations you will find in the description box. And even this practice is quite short. We are going to do some challenges, especially at the end of the practice, so please listen your body. We are going to do plow pose and legs up position, some balancing in this position, Viparita Karani. So if you feel that it's too much for you, don't be harsh on yourself, listen your body, I will repeat. And let's jump into the practice. And we are starting just from comfortable sitting position for you today, starting from the warming up our neck zone. Just doing some nice rotations here, checking how do you feel today. Start to bring focus on yourself, grounding yourself on your mat. If you feel like to set the intention for this practice, you can spend some time focusing and asking yourself, what do you like, what do you wish, and what is your intention for this practice? Change direction and couple of rotations more here. Then interlock the fingers, place behind the head, closing elbows and arms. Just natural weight of your arms really here, so you don't press, you don't push. Keeping your spine still straight, staying in the folding down for your neck zone. In a moment you normally feel that stretch goes a little bit deeper from the neck, lower to the top of the back and maybe even lower. Keep your spine straight, I will repeat. You don't want to round it in this pose. And then softly opening elbows, arms, relieving the pose, we start to walk right in front of you. It's nice if your heels will be right in the middle line, and from here you start to walk with the hands, bring yourself as low as you can with the chest, forehead down, still keeping sitting bones on the ground. So as soon as you feel that you're lifting up your sitting bones, it means you reached your level, and stop, hold. Couple of deep breaths more. And now start to walk with the hands back. Bring spine in one line and changing our feet. Again, check, is it in the middle line? And start to check this side, walking right in front of you, bringing yourself as low as you can, reaching out with the hands and arms. Keeping your arms straight here, lengthening the spine, keeping sitting bones on the ground. Good, and let's come back to initial sitting position and then move into the tabletop pose. We are going to stretch out our wrists and I will ask you to tuck the toes also. Turn fingers on you. Check the distance between your wrist and mat so there is no space at all, so your wrist like stick to the ground. Fingers on the way or maybe directly on you, and then from here we start to move with the sitting bones as low as you can to your heels. Maybe some on the way. So you should start to feel your heart meridian, this stretch that goes really from the middle finger to your wrists and higher to the forearms. Keeping your arms straight here and keeping your back straight. Couple of breaths. Good, then relieve, and for a moment just turn around your wrist, fingers again on you. Keep an arm still straight and give a little bit here pressure, just different direction of wrist stretch. A little bit more. Good, relieve, move into the plank pose. So, nice diagonal line. Check your shoulders, they're exactly above your wrists, and belly in, especially in. Nice diagonal line that starts from your shoulders to the hips and lower to your heels. Couple of moments more here. Hold, hold, hold. And changing direction to the side plank. So turn your left hand on the right side, fingers on the right side. Bring yourself into the plank pose and start to press away, push away with the hips as high as you can. Keep an arms in straight line, or maybe reaching your right arm above the head, like lengthening your spine. Still keep your hips higher, higher, higher. Couple of breaths more here, and then coming back to initial plank position. Catch the breath here, and we are going to change the side. So moving on the right side, again pressing away with the hips, keeping both arms in one line, or maybe reaching out with the left arm above the head. Check your wrists. If it's too much pressure on your wrist, then keep the first modification. And also, always side planks can be with supportive knee on the ground, so every time choose modification for your body. Good. Coming back to initial plank position, lifting up the hips and moving to down facing dog position. Just walking here with the heels up and down, checking your hamstrings and ankles today. How do you feel? And then start to hold down doggy, 5-6 deep breaths. Pressing down through the heels, maybe bending the knees on, and keep on focus on the space between your shoulder blades. Keeping this straight, nice line of back and arms. Joining Ujjayi breath into this process, or any deep breath is good. And then look up, step forward between your hands, and softly start to straighten your legs, torso, arms, hands above the head. Inhale, and Samasthiti in front of the heart. And short variation of sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, hold the way down, folding down. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stepping back, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows close to the body. Don't drop yourself at the end. Then inhale, little or high cobra. Exhale, relief, tuck the toes, down facing dog position, 5-6 deep breaths. Good job. Look up and we are going to jump. So bend the knees, bring the weight on your arms, hands, kick away, jump and start softly. Straight, straight, straight. Your legs, arms, hands above the head. Inhale. And hands in front of the heart. Samasthiti here. Nice stepping back, create some distance. We are moving to the goddess position. Spread your feet for the deep and wide squatting move. Then your toes watching outside, 45 degrees about. Bring your sitting bones as low as you can. It's really nice when your knees on the same line of your hips and sitting bones. Holding a little bit here. Still with supportive hands. And now keep your arms straight. We are moving into the twist. So you start to look behind you through the right shoulder. Keep your arms straight. Holding here. And join deep breath. Any twisting position with deep breath is really nice for our digestion system. We're doing like this natural massage for our inner organs. Changing their position, plus adding a little bit pressure with deep breath. And then relief, come back to the middle line and changing the side. So look behind your left shoulder. Keeping your arms straight. Good. Coming back, engage your hip zone, hands in front of the heart. Couple of moments here. Keep going. And then giving up, straightening your legs. From here, close the toes to the inner side. Maybe create some more distance if you need. And we are moving to the wide leg folding down. So hands on the ground on supportive blocks and your head as low as you can. Maybe reach until the ground, maybe somewhat the way. Staying in inversion, holding, breathing. Good. Supportive hands right in front of you. Inhale. Look up, lengthen your spine here. No rush, because blood circulation was different. And then leaving your left hand on the ground. Inhale, opening your right arm, moving into the twist. If you know this pose and you can move deeper, maybe left hand somewhat the way to the right foot. Maybe even bending the elbow, looking at the ceiling. Holding. Good. Softly relieving and changing the side. So walk to the middle line. Leave your right hand on the ground. Inhale, opening left side into the twist. Maybe moving deeper. So your right hand on the left foot. Good. Relieving the pose, close it into Malasana squat. So walk, walk, walk with the feet till the distance of your hips, then opening your toes on the sides, dropping sitting bones down, blocking yourself from the inner side. Lengthen your spine, drop sitting bones down as low as you can here. You can help really with the space between your shoulder blades, so you squeeze there, opening shoulders and chest in this position. Don't round the back. Couple of breaths more. And then bring yourself with the sitting bones on the ground, closing your left foot to the root chakra, lengthening and straightening your right leg right in front of you, and moving into the one leg folding down. So inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale from the hip, belly, chest down, stay in. Relief, and we are going to change the side. So right foot to the root chakra, left leg straight. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale from the hip, belly, chest down into the folding down. Relief, come back on your mat. We are going to lay and to move to the combination of legs up, plow pose and fish pose. So prepare yourself mentally and physically. When you feel ready, you start to support your hands on the ground, lifting up your hips, straightening your legs. Use supportive hands under your lower part of the back. And if you feel that you can go even higher, you lift up yourself a little bit higher. Nice support of your arms here. Try to not open elbows on the side, so elbows should be straight ahead. Engage buttocks, point the toes, and try to keep straight line here with the legs. A couple of moments more. And then we move to the balance. So you start to bend the knees and cross the feet. Bring yourself like this in semi-lotus position. Breathe in. And then supportive hands on the ground, and you start to straighten the legs, and maybe staying in this modification of plow pose. If you feel that you can go deeper and touch the ground behind your head, then you bring your toes on the ground. And there are several modifications for your hands. You can stay like it is, you can interlock them, pressing down through the hands, or maybe bring your hands on your feet, so above your head. When we are closing pose in safe mode, so really nice support of your hands, and slowly, bone after bone, you bring your back all the way down. No rush. Pelvis down. And when your heels reach the ground, you can bring the hands exactly under your sitting bones, pressing away with the elbows, bringing yourself into the fish position. So landing the top of your head, maybe pointing the toes, and for a little challenge, maybe lifting up your legs in the air with pointed toes, holding this modification of fish pose, or any other that fits for your body. Couple of breaths more. Don't give up. And then softly relief. Bend the knees to the chest, cross the feet, staying here in the shoelace position for a moment. Maybe grabbing your feet. Couple of deep breaths before Shavasana. Maybe remember your intention for this practice. Encourage yourself with some nice words that you did good job for yourself, good job for your body. And then softly moving in any modification of Shavasana, maybe open completely, straight legs, straight arms, or keeping knees bending in butterfly position. Relaxing, staying still, quiet mind, quiet body. Now start to awake, moving your body, stretching out. And when you feel ready, bringing yourself to the sitting position through the side or just straight ahead. And we bring our hands in front of the heart for clear and loving intentions. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for doing this practice with me. I hope you feel uplifted and relaxed at the same time. If you want to stay a little bit longer, just switch any yin yoga class from the description or playlist on my channel. Then you will get really nice combination of yin and yin practice. Leave me a comment, what do you prefer, what classes during the working week? Do you have time for yoga during your working days? And I see you next time. See you on the mat. Have a nice day.